Hey everyone, it's Natalie, also known as Knitty Natty. Today we are headed out of New York City and into New Jersey for the New Jersey Wool Walk. We're planning to hit about 6 of the 20 stores, so let's get going.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it.
The Blue Pearl is in Madison, New Jersey on Main Street. It's right off the train stop from the city and is in the cutest town. During the Wool Walk, they have a special colorway called the Blue Pearl from Marinated Yarns and a Farmer's Daughter trunk show.
Me, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. 'Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right here we got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. 'Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list
Wool and Grace is in Summit, New Jersey, less than 15 minutes from the first store. They have needlepoint as well as tons of yarns to choose from and a selection of Emma's yarn from Florida. They were also the most welcoming group of people.
If I could, I would push rewind. It's my fault. I'll give you my heart. You can crush it. Moving on. I'll be on my way if you want it. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. I surrender to you. Yes, I am waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag. I'm waving the white flag, yeah. It's my fault. Moving on if you want it.
Do Ewe Knit is in Westfield, New Jersey, about 20 minutes from the previous store. It's located in an unassuming strip of stores, but don't be fooled because once you walk in, it's full of bright yarns and color. I was in pink heaven. Do Ewe Knit is known for carrying a wide selection of hand-dyed yarns from around the world. They even have their very own colorway from Spin Cycle that's only available in store.
I'm staying in this moment, though it's hard sometimes. But I work it out every once in a while. I feel the love, I feel it growing every day. I feel the love, I feel the love. I hope it never goes away. I feel the love, love, love. Feel the love, I feel the love.
Beyond Yarn is in Union, New Jersey, another 20-minute drive away. You could tell from the second that you stepped into the store that it was made for community. They had a table to knit and crochet at, as well as a comfy chair section. And just wait until you see their most amazing crochet backdrop to take photos with. They also had music pumping and even got me to hula hoop for about 1 second. The local yarn store is about 15 minutes away in South Orange, New Jersey. The shop is beautiful and colorful inside and out. When you walk in, you take a few steps up and then you see this really cool spiral staircase and bookshelves full of yarn. It felt a lot like a cozy library.
It's the logic of things that I never could explain. Fill the blanks in our dirty sheets. When I'm missing a single piece, what are we doing? Turning gray, and somehow there's no one to blame. We don't know how to behave, we don't listen. Now this is the price that we pay, facing the problems we made. None of it makes any sense. Can you feel it? I don't wanna hear all your table talk. Let me see the one who you really are. I know it's so easy to play the part, but you're not being honest. We are lost for the cause in our unspecific state. It's the logic of things that
Yarnia is in Montclair, New Jersey, in the cutest area with so many little restaurants, coffee shops, and a lovely park. It's also right off the train from the city, making it the perfect last stop for day one before we headed back home. Yarnia carries a huge selection from hand-dyed yarns to workhorse yarns to custom bags and notions.
my door on the second floor. I regret it all. When I think it through, I can't help the way I feel for you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Sitting there by the phone, hoping you'll answer yours. Baby, let's talk until we're fine. You've been in bed for days, empty without me, you say. Can't you just magically turn up in mine? Then you knock on my door on the second floor, and I feel okay. We just made it through, and I love the way I feel for you. Baby, you make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless fight like every night. It still feels right. Even the words can sting. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause without you everything means nothing. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Oh yeah. Still feels right. Still feels right. Still feels right. Still feels right. Still feels right.
So I just couldn't get enough after day one, and I decided to take the train down the coast and join my friend Amy for one more round of wool walking. The first stop was Balzac & Co. in Ocean Grove. It was the cutest beach town and had an amazing storefront with these awesome windows. They carry the colorful Asylum Fibers yarn, and Stephanie was there with a ton of her yarn for a trunk show.
I was brave enough to let you in. No matter the risk, you're worthy of my heartbeat. Oh, please let me be your fantasy. Tell me that you wanna grow old with me. Here I am, no matter what makes.
The next stop was Grace and Pearl in Avon by the Sea, New Jersey. Christina from Chelsea Luxe Yarns was there, and I was dying to see her yarn in person. I might have gone a little bit crazy. They also carry a special colorway from Chelsea Luxe called Grace and Pearl. Our very last stop was Frame and Fiber in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And as the name implies, they have both framing services and yarn. It was such a bright and open shop, and they carried a lot of legacy fiber arts and Quince & Co.
I'm here for you, even through the days that you make me move. I love you so, oh, oh. I'm ready for takeoff. Love me, are you gonna love me? Unconditionally, that's all I wanna know. Love me.
So the New Jersey Wool Walk was absolutely amazing, and I wanted to sit down and share a bit more and also just share with you the things that I ended up purchasing. I laid everything out here on the bed next to me, and Kent came in. He is my husband. He is the one who helps me film and edit things, and he was like, I bet it's going to be like another 30 minutes of you just talking about everything that you got and the experience at the stores. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna make it fast. I'm gonna make it like 10 minutes. So we shall see. You know how I love to talk, and I just want to share everything that was so amazing about all of the stores that we went to. So we actually ended up going to a total of 9 different stores, 6 on the first day, and then I had so much fun that I decided to head back down to New Jersey and meet up with my friends and go to a few more shops. We only did 3 on the second day, but that's a lot of yarn stores. And I did end up purchasing quite a bit. Most of it is things that I'm planning to use to make for myself or others. And then I got a couple of things that I want to use as a giveaway. I've got a skein of yarn and a couple different accessories, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning and go back to day 1 and share with you what I got. So each of the shops had these wooden stitch markers, and the first place we went on day 1 was the Blue Pearl, and they had a special colorway that I just couldn't resist getting. This is from Marinated Yarns, and I put their little button on here. This is what we're going to use as a giveaway. So if you want to enter to win this giveaway, make sure to put a comment down below. Anything, and we're not going to go specific for this, but just put a comment down below, and this is going to be for the US only. And this is the Blue Pearl colorway. So we got there at like 10:45. I think it was like 45 minutes into the entire yarn crawl, and I'm going to interchangeably use Wool Walk and yarn crawl because they mean the same thing, but it's the New Jersey Wool Walk. And already all of the DK weight version of this was gone. It was already sold out. And so I think that Marinated Yarns is going to make some more. But if you are like, I love that colorway, I love the Blue Pearl, I want to get something, contact them. They do ship. And I think it's a really lovely colorway. Or you can enter to win this one. So that's what I got at the Blue Pearl, along with the little stitch marker, and of course got my passport checked. We'll talk about that at the end. Next, we went to Wool and Grace. So cute. I love these little stitch markers. These may or may not be part of the giveaway. I might give them all away, but I just had so much fun collecting them. I think that was the joy that I wanted. And so now I'm like, all right, I had the fun. And so I might include them in the giveaway. So at Wool and Grace, it was another wonderful shop. And we were like, I mean, it was packed in there. Like, it was so busy in there. A lot of my friends got quite a bit of yarn. They had Emma's yarn, so everyone was really excited about Emma's yarn. They had like these bundles of, what's it called, slub and mohair together. It was really cool. And I ended up getting one of these. I love these things. It's like an acrylic iridescent little keychain thing, and it's a gauge, just a 1-inch 2-centimeter gauge swatch, but it says Wool and Grace on it. So whenever I go into a yarn shop, I'm always looking for something that is unique, that I've either never seen before or you can only get at that store. And that usually influences me to buy something because I'm like, oh, I want to support the store. I want to get something that's unique. And so I thought that that would actually be something really fun that I would use like out and about. So I thought that was great. And then I do really just like acrylic stuff. So I got the Wool and Grace stitch marker, or an acrylic version as well. After that, we headed to the third shop. Let me see, am I getting these in order? Yeah, I think so. And we went to Do Ewe Knit. And Do Ewe Knit is a store I have heard of before, and so I was very excited to go there. I know they have lots of hand-dyed yarn, and they totally did. They also had lots of pink, so that really fit me really nicely. And I wanted to get some spin cycle. So there is this spin cycle yarn called Unicorn, and I'm not sure if this is something they only have at Do Ewe Knit or not. I know there was a unicorn plus wallflower, like an oopsie, that they only had there, but I had never seen this before. I have only ever used spin cycle one time. It's a very pricey yarn, and so it's like kind of one of those that's like, you hear spin cycle and you're like, oh, it's like a little bit exclusive, you know? And so I was like, well, I'd like to get a skein of spin cycle that is special and unique that I haven't seen before. Plus, It's pink and purple, which I absolutely love. And I then saw a sweater in the store. Oh, did I keep a picture of it? There is a very popular pattern. I think it's called Straya. Yeah, oh, I did keep a picture of it. By Andrea Mallory. And it looks like to me they used Spin Cycle as the stripes and then a neutral color. And I really, really like that. So I think I might actually be making something like this. I'm not sure I love the shape, like the neckline or like the fact that it's a cardigan with buttons, but I figured I could maybe kind of mishmash my, what was it called? Butter swatch cardigan and this, even though I think this is brioche. Anyway, I figured I could kind of change the neckline maybe or find something, but I wanted to be able to use this. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I should have gotten a second skein, because I think I was thinking this was like a 400 yard skein, and now I'm realizing it's only 200 yards, so I might have to do something else with it. I like just realized that. Darn, I should have gotten that. That's okay. But I will use this for something beautiful and pretty. I really was excited to see that. And oh, I forgot to show the Do Ewe Knit marker. So cute. Oh, Ken's totally right. It's already been 7 minutes. How's it already been 7 minutes and I'm only on the third shop? I promise I won't drag on all day. There was another yarn that I saw at Do Ewe Knit that I had never seen before, and it is called Circus Tonic, and it is a hand dyer in Australia, which I don't think I've ever bought Australian hand dyed yarn before. And it was a special colorway for the shop that says "You are mighty." And so again, I'm always just looking for stuff that I can't get anywhere else. So it's like, all right, they have a special colorway just for the shop. I have to get that because I don't know when I'll be back there or if I'll ever be back there, and I got to get something special. Plus, I just really liked the colors. Such a beautiful pink. So I figured this would be super easy to make into socks or something. I could definitely use it. Then there was a trunk show at Do Ewe Knit that was only there for the one weekend. So lots of the shops have different hand dyers coming in for trunk shows, and they're there for just a couple days. So I know that the next weekend, this upcoming weekend, there will be different trunk shows potentially at each of the stores. But that doesn't mean that if you see something you like that I'm showing here today, or saw something in the video when we were kind of showing off the shops, that you can't follow those dyers and then order from them online, or if you see them somewhere else. So hopefully today I kind of wanted to just like share the New Jersey shops, but also share the different dyers and just, you know, kind of show you things you might not have seen before. And this dyer I had not heard of before, and it is Moss Fibers, and they are out of Georgia. I got to talk with Gabriella and Chong, who Gabriella's a dyer and Chong was there helping her, and they were both the sweetest. They had so much yarn, beautiful colors. This one is really soft. This is the Moss Merino Silk. So it's extra fine superwash merino and 25% silk. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna make with this, but I think these are beautiful together. And I just love them so much. And this was a special color for Do Ewe Knit. And this one is special for 2022. And guess what? They're gonna be part of the giveaway too. So I'm doing like a big giveaway here. I've got yarn for giveaways. I've got accessories for giveaways. Actually, I guess I hope you like blue, because it's gonna be a lot of blue. So this is gonna be a part of the giveaway too, because I just thought this was too great to pass up. The ladies were so nice at Moss Fibers, so make sure to go follow Moss Fibers and check them out. Again, they're in Georgia, but you can order from them online. And it was so cool to see them at Do Ewe Knit. Okay, the fourth store that we went to was Beyond Yarn. This shop stood out because they, like the personality of the shop, you could just tell. It was the shop that had that incredible crocheted background with like the flowers and the lights and the wooden cutouts, and I was hula hooping there if you saw me on Instagram. Before we got there, they were like dancing, like having a dance party. There was music going on. It was so much fun, and you could just tell that people came there to like hang out and have the community and knit together and crochet together. They had a table, they had an area with like chairs and stuff. And I'm just seeing that that's not always the case. In New York City, that's almost never the case. Like there's not anywhere to like hang out in the shop. They're just too small, or that's just not what they're here for. In New Jersey, it seems to be a little more common. Like some of the stores had areas to sit and knit. And I know they could be arranged differently for the wool walk, because a lot of times the stores bring in more yarn and have the trunk shows and all of that. But it's not always the case. I feel like in the Northeast that there's an area to sit and knit, or honestly in any yarn store across the country. So it's really nice and refreshing to see that, and we had so much fun there. I think that we might actually go back there and just go for like a knit night or something. I think it was on Thursdays that they had a knit and crochet night. So I saw this and had to get it because, you know, I'm a big Disney fan. This is from, oh, I don't know if there's a, actually, I don't think there is a label on here. Bag makers, please put your name on stuff. It helps us to know who you are and get from you again. Oh, I don't know who this is. I know that they were a yarn dyer as well, and they had amazing yarn, but I saw the bag and was like, I'm not doing yarn purchases. Wait until you see in a second. But I was like, I'm not really doing yarn purchases right now. So, you know, I'm just gonna like not, and yeah, you'll see later that that's not always the case. But anyway, I really wanted these, and it came with like a little pouch too, which I thought was super cute. Nice to have a pouch to keep like your accessories, or maybe your like smaller ball of yarn separated from your main. Anyway, I really liked that and got that. And then as we were like heading out the door, Teresa, one of the owners, or maybe the owner of Beyond Yarn, came up to me and gave me this huge, amazing stemless wine glass that says Beyond Yarn on it, which was so sweet. I'm not sure if they had these for purchase or not, but I'm gonna use that and remember my great experience at Beyond Yarn, and I hope really to go back there soon and actually get to hang out with everybody. It was so much fun. Okay, by this point in the day, we were like rushing because we'd spent so much time at the first 4 yarn shops, and we needed to get to the other 2 before they closed at 5 o'clock. And so the last 2 shops we were like rushing in and out of, but still had a great time there. So we went to next the local yarn store, which is the name of the shop, which is cute, right? The local yarn store, which just in case you didn't know, LYS is the acronym for local yarn store. You can call anything your local yarn store, right? But this one's actually named the local yarn store. So I, again, was trying not to buy yarn. I'd already purchased 2 skeins for myself, a few skeins for giving away. And so I was like, I'm going to get some pins. So I actually won this cute little bag. I love that bag with their logo on it. And I wanted to get a logo pin. So I thought that was really cute. Actually, I just realized they have their hours on the back. That's really smart. And then this one was so me that I couldn't resist it. These are from the Clever Clove. You can see right there. So this little cat is sitting in bed knitting with a laptop and books and drinks and a candle. And I was like, if that's not me, aside from the cat part, because I'm not a cat person, but like, oh, I'm sorry, it's a yarn bowl, not a candle. That's a yarn bowl. I was like, if that's not me, then I don't know what it is. So I love that so much. And I need something to do. I need a way to like actually either use my pins or display my pins, because I don't do that often enough, and I really need to. Okay, that shop was really cute. They had like this spiral staircase. It wasn't really part of the shop. It led up to somewhere else, and I wondered where it went. But I love that shop as well. They had another big trunk show. We got it on video, but I'm blanking on the name right now. I think it was like New Jersey Fiberworks maybe. And she was really unique because she didn't do any repeat colorways. They were all one-of-a-kind colorways. She said she dyed, you know, put together colors and dyed it, and that was the only batch. So if you saw something you liked, you better get it. And her colors were super vibrant and beautiful and amazing. The last shop that we went to on day 1 was Yarnia. and I have a whole vlog on Yarnia. Plus, Yarnia is not super far for me to get to. It's like 45 minutes. Well, 45 minutes by train from a train station that's 30 minutes away. So yeah, it still takes a little while to get to, but it's not so bad to get to in New Jersey for being in a whole nother state, right? But I love Yarnia. We're doing the Outstanding shawl together and the spring shawl cowl. And so of course we wanted to go there and support them. So I ended up getting another Black Pearl Magic bag. I know I said I was done with my collection, but what I meant by that was I was done with my vinyl collection of Black Pearl Magic bags. The rules have changed because I decided that they did. I actually really wanted to get one of these the last time I was at Yarnia, but I ended up getting a vinyl project bag from Black Pearl Magic instead. Here's Black Pearl Magic's logo. And I just thought, I love Yarnia. I love supporting local yarn stores, and they have custom fabric. It's so cute. Like, I wanted to get this particular bag here. So I got this one. It's a really nice size. Shayla, who is the maker behind Black Pearl Magic, her fabric bags are incredible. Like, everyone's like, woo, I love the vinyl bags. I love the vinyl bags too, but don't let that make you gloss over the fabric bags because they're amazing. They have amazing canvas bottoms, and they're really nice and big, and they have pockets, and they're so well made. Like, you can just tell the attention and time and detail that she puts into those. So got a Yarnia bag, and then I hadn't seen these before. I'm not sure. Let me open this up. 1 second. I don't know if they had these last time I was there, but they were new to me. They're Yarnia measuring tapes, and like, do I need another measuring tape? No. But would I rather have measuring tapes that I really like than the ones with like random things on them? Absolutely. And this one is orange for Yarnia. So I actually got a new measuring tape because I thought it was so cute. And Kathleen threw in an extra one. So I have one for the giveaway as well. So I'm excited about that. So that would have been it. But I was like, I had a really good time today. Like, there's just something about being around people and knitting and everything, that being around the yarn and the people that love yarn, that just makes you want to keep on going. So we had to go in for a day 2. And since this is taking me so long to record, I need to restart the recording. So be right back. Darn if Kim wasn't right about this. So I have 3 more shops to talk about, and quite a bit more yarn. This is where I might have lost my mind and got so excited and went a little crazy, but you know what? It's okay. Stash is a tool, and I'm actually going to talk about this more in the podcast this week because this is the last week of April, and so I'm actually talking about my stash update. I have a goal to eliminate my stash in 2022. One would think that would mean I wouldn't be buying anything, but I knew that putting that restriction on myself would be too limiting. I wasn't really planning to buy this much yarn, but I do intend to work with it fairly soon. So anyway, I'll talk more about that, all the theory and all of the thoughts that I had when I was purchasing these things and making those decisions. But let's just show you the yarn right now. So the second day, we went to a different area of New Jersey. So on day 1, we went like out west. And then in day 2, I took a train, and this time I just went alone. Kent didn't come with me because he stayed home with Toaster. We didn't have care for Toaster, and anyway, it was like a last minute thing. So I took the train south, and I met my friend Amy from the Love and Stitches membership, and we had been together the day before, and she generously offered to pick me up and go around to some more yarn stores. So we ended up going to, what was the first shop? I have to use my little sheet here. The first one was Balzac & Co. And I'm going to show it on here because I didn't end up getting anything there, not because they didn't have anything I liked. Here we go, Balzac & Co. I am so mad at myself because I didn't even get a stitch marker there. I meant to buy a stitch marker from everywhere, and I forgot because I didn't get the yarn. They had a really great trunk show there as well. The yarn was amazing. There wasn't anything that I like didn't like about the shop. I just didn't feel like purchasing anything in that moment. But the shop was so cute. It was in this amazing downtown, kind of like beach town area. I met a few knitters outside. We were chatting and talking, which was so much fun. And again, there was an amazing trunk show. Who was it? I follow them on Instagram, but I can't remember. But I think they carry their yarn regularly. And so that was really good. So if you're in that area, definitely go to that shop, the Balzac & Co. But I just didn't end up getting anything there. And I'm kicking myself for not getting the stitch marker. I completely forgot to do so, but that was okay. It ended up being good that I didn't purchase anything at that store because I saw some things that I wanted, but I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna make. And I'm glad I held out because I ended up going nuts at the next shop. And I needed the space in my stash quite literally for this next shop. So without further ado, let's talk about Grace and Pearl. So Grace and Pearl was a really cute shop. There was like airy, beautiful twinkle lights everywhere. It was super cute. I don't remember much else because I literally spent all of my time in a corner, quite a large corner, with Chelsea Luxe yarn. I had never gotten to see Chelsea Luxe in person. Christina was there. She's the dyer and she was great. She was helping myself and my friend Amy out and picking things out. Got to meet a podcast viewer named Tara. So hi Tara, if you're watching. And we all ended up picking out yarn for the same sweater, the one that Christina was wearing. And it's called like something cozy, I think. Let me see if I can find really quickly that picture because this sweater, like I don't know if I've had a moment like this in a while. Yeah, here we go. So here's the sweater. Christina's wearing it. I ended up purchasing the exact same yarn in the exact same colors because I loved it so much. So I don't think I've had that experience in a while where I've looked at something knit up and gone like, I want that in my wardrobe. Like I want to make that. I want to wear that. I don't want to change a thing about it. Because I think a lot of times I'll see a sample and I'll go, oh, well, I could use this yarn or this yarn and this color, whatever, like try to do something original. And I'm like, nope, I like that. I want that. That's what I want to get. So that's what I ended up doing is getting, it takes a lot of yarn for this sweater. Let me grab. So it's actually 2 yarns held together and they're all Chelsea Luxe yarns. And I'm really excited to use a new base. So here is Chelsea Luxe yarn. So she was there for a trunk show, but what is it? Grace and Pearl, I think. Grace and Pearl, yeah, they do carry her yarn regularly, but there's a lot more there because of the trunk show. So this color is called Chelsea's Coupe, and it is a boucle-like yarn. I don't know if she has a name. Luxe Cozy DK is what this is called. But it's this really interesting texture, and it's so cozy. It almost feels just like a sweatshirt. I'm really excited to work with it. So I got 4 of those to make that sweater, and then it is held with mohair. You just need 2 skeins of the mohair, so 6 in total. So a lot of yarn for this one sweater, but it should work up really fast. So the mohair that I got is in rose gold. Again, exactly what Christina had on. So I'm gonna hold these 2 together, and it's like size 10 needles or something ridiculous. So I think it's gonna work up pretty fast, and I'm intending to start on it very soon, like in May. I'm just ready to like get started on it and work on it. I don't want these yarns to sit in stash for long. And then my friend Amy also got a different color, but the same yarns for the sweater. So we're like, yeah, let's just make them together. Let's get started on them soon. We're so excited about it. And again, it was just such a feeling of like, I like that. I would like to get it and start on it soon. Which I know I said I wasn't going to get much into the stash stuff, but that's really where I want to be with my knitting and with my making, is like getting things and being so excited I start on them right away instead of the yarn sitting and lingering in my stash like they have been historically. So I was pretty satisfied with that, but there was one more thing that I really wanted to get, because again, I don't know when I'm going to go back to these shops, and I'm always looking for those things that are special. And so there is a special Chelsea Luxe colorway for Grace and Pearl called Grace and Pearl, and it is this really nice creamy tan, beautiful colorway. It almost reminds me of like actual pearls, which I think is maybe the intention. And so this is a like bundle of 2 different skeins, a mohair and a a slub yarn. I actually have some slub yarn in my stash, but I've never worked with it. So the boucle and the slub are both going to be new for me. So I grabbed 2 because I'm going to make another sweater. It was another like model that Christina had on display, and it's another just like cozy top, quick knit that I thought I would love to make that. I don't know, the person in the store told me I could wear this color, so I'm going to try it out. But I think it's going to be really nice to work up, and such a beautiful color and a beautiful yarn. And again, I can't resist having a special colorway. So if you're looking for something like this and you love Chelsea Luxe and you want to get the special Grace and Pearl colorway, give them a ring. I didn't ask, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the shops will do shipping. So that was a really fun one to get. Okay, last shop. The last shop we went to was Frame and Fiber. And I don't know why I didn't realize this before we went there, because the name tells it all, but it's a framing store and a yarn store. And it's like literally down the middle, beautiful shop, super well organized. Because it was the last shop I went to, I was like, can I use your bathroom? So I actually ended up going in the bathroom, and it was adorable, like almost like a little old house. It was so cute. But they had quite a lot of Legacy Fiber Arts yarn. And that's another one that I don't see a lot. So I was like intrigued by that. And then I realized that they had a special colorway just for them. It's called Shipwreck. This is their 2022 Frame and Fiber Legacy Fiber Arts colorway. And I will say it's not like my usual colors. So I thought about getting it and giving it away just because I thought it was so special. But I do have a friend that is wanting some socks. So I'm going to ask him if he would like this color, potentially make him socks. If not, use it as a giveaway, because it just doesn't seem like something personally for me that I will work on, but it is like an absolutely beautiful colorway. So that is everything. We ended up going to 9 stores in total. We didn't even make it to half of them because there are 20 stores in this New Jersey wool walk. So we missed a ton of them. Hooked, Knit, Knot and Natter, Knit One Stitch Two, Knit Tapestry, Mother Knitter, which I wish I had gone there on Saturday because my friend Bree, who is, oh my gosh, why am I, Wolf, what is it? Why can I not think of the right words for this? The Little Wolf Knits. I wanted to say the Lone Wolf, but I was like, no, that's not right. The Little Wolf Knits. She was at the Mother Knitter yarn store, the trunk show, but just on Saturday. Rose of Pearl, Slip Stitch Avenue, the Yarn Attic, and the yarn shop at Alma Park, and Wool Bearers. We did not make it to 11 shops, but we did make it to 9, which is great. I mean, we had so much fun. So each of the shops was adding in a letter here, and this is actually going to spell out something. So I have a guess. I'll hold it up for you if you want to guess. Actually, that would be kind of fun, like guessing for the prize. Maybe we should do that. So this is going to be the prize. Beautiful yarns, and I've got like a bag and accessories and stuff. So maybe you should guess what you think this is for the prize. So pause it and guess. I have a guess. I'm not going to say yet. Also, the New Jersey Wool Walk is going on for a whole nother week and weekend. So if you're in the New Jersey area or close by and you can get to some of these shops, go visit them, go check out the trunk shows, follow the New Jersey Wool Walk on Instagram so you can see the different special things that are going on. Such a great wool walk, such a great yarn crawl. We had so much fun on it, as you could probably see from the videos and the fact that I was just able to talk about this for like 30 minutes. I had a great time. I had so much fun hanging out, getting to see other knitters, and it was amazing. So I think that's where we need to call it. Thanks so much for watching this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.